Hi, I'm Joe McDonald and this is Big Mac's Battlebugs. Well, as promised, I thought I would show you the pack chuck today. So, here it is. Now, I admit it may not look like much, but it does have quite a cool logo. But this is my unit's first foray into fixed wing drones. It is relatively small, but that means it's very easy to launch and it takes a very small landing strip. So it can be launched by hand. You basically just chuck it in the air and it can land on, a sort of 75 metre to 100 metre square area, and that's relatively easy to find. So yeah, very soon we'll be flying our first missions with this, which is going to give us a longer range capability than we have with our Mavic or Autel drones at the moment. So yeah, good stuff basically. Its advantages are that it's very quiet and it operates on a signal that can be changed very, very easily and is much harder to jam. To my knowledge, none of these drones have so far been lost to either enemy air defense or people shooting it with machine guns or to jamming. So it's very stealthy. So yeah, really looking forward to getting that out and giving it some live combat role experimental flights and seeing how it goes. But this is basically for us, this is just a platform to gain some fixed wing experience and then move up to bigger and badder drones. This is important because all the quadcopters we buy, except homemade FPVs, come from China. And if the situation over there with China and Taiwan, and therefore NATO, goes bad, as it very well could, then there won't be any more DJI or Autel drones. There won't be any more quadcopters that we can get from Asia. So we are trying to get ahead of the curve on that and make sure that our unit and other units, because I share these links I find with all of my mates in the drone world, are ready for that. And as I said, it's a perfectly good thing to use already because it has just as many, it has double the distance at least of a Mavic, and the bigger ones can go much further. And whether it actually spots Russians or whether they just know that there's something out there that can see them in areas where they're swanning around acting like they're safe is a good thing. Because if they can't move around and act with impunity, it limits the amount of stuff they can do. So that's all good stuff. So anyway, yeah, just thought I'd show you the controller it's got. Look at the size of that thing. It's an absolute beast. It's, can, it's got a built-in screen, very powerful signal and all of that. So, you don't need much by the way of a special antenna with it. Or do you? Who knows? Anyway, it's goodbye from me, Joe McDonald at Big Mac's Battlebugs. And as always, to our Russian and Vatnik listeners, Idi Nahoy Zalupa.